In 2024 alone, over 15 billion records were stolen in data breaches. That's billion with a B. So I decided to check if my personal data was part of those breaches, and what I found genuinely shocked me. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if your data has been stolen too, and more importantly, what to do about it. Let's dive in. Before we get into my results, let's talk about why this matters. A data breach is when hackers break into a company's systems and steal customer information. This could be your email, password, phone number, address, credit card details, social security number, or even more sensitive data. And here's the thing, most people think they're safe because they're not important enough to be targeted. But that's not how this works. Hackers don't care who you are individually. They're casting massive nets, stealing millions of records at once, and then selling that data on the dark web or using it for fraud, identity theft, and account takeovers. If you've ever created an account online, anywhere, there's a real chance your data has been compromised. So I wanted to find out for myself. The first tool I used is called Have I Been Pwned? It's a free website created by security researcher Troy Hunt, and it's basically a massive database of breached records. You just type in your email address, and it tells you which breaches you've appeared in. So let me show you what happened when I checked mine. I'm going to type in my email right here, and let's see what comes up. Okay, so it's loading, and wow. Alright, so according to this, my email has appeared in 12 different data breaches. 12. Let me scroll through these. I see LinkedIn from 2021, I see Dropbox from way back in 2012, there's something called collection number 1 which was a massive aggregation of breaches. Each one of these shows me what kind of data was exposed. For LinkedIn, it was email addresses and passwords. For another one here, it includes my name, email, IP address, and physical address. This is wild because I don't even remember creating accounts with some of these services. The scariest part is seeing what specific information was leaked. Email addresses and passwords are bad enough, but some of these breaches included phone numbers, dates of birth, and security questions. That's everything someone would need to impersonate you or break into other accounts. And this is just from one email address. If you have multiple emails, you need to check each one. Now, Have I Been Pwned is great for email addresses, but I wanted to go deeper. So I tried a dark web monitoring service. There are several options out there. Some are free, some are paid. I used Experian's dark web scan, which is free, but there are also services built into some password managers and identity theft protection services. The idea here is that these tools actually scan dark web marketplaces and forums where stolen data gets bought and sold. Let me show you what this revealed. After running the scan, it found my information in 3 additional places that didn't show up on Have I Been Pwned. This included an old phone number and what appears to be a password I used years ago. The concerning thing here is that this data is actively being traded. It's not just sitting in some database somewhere, it's out there being used by criminals right now. The paid versions of these services will monitor continuously and alert you when new information appears, which honestly seems worth it given what I'm seeing. The third tool I used was Google's password checkup. If you use Chrome and save passwords in your Google account, you can access this feature. It checks if any of your saved passwords have been exposed in known data breaches. When I ran this, it flagged 8 of my passwords as compromised. 8 passwords that I was actively using had already been stolen and were floating around out there. Some of these were old passwords I should have changed years ago, but a couple were relatively recent, which means they came from more recent breaches. So let me summarize what I found. My email appeared in 12 breaches on Have I Been Pwned. The dark web scan found my information in 3 additional locations. 8 of my passwords were compromised. The data exposed includes my email addresses, multiple passwords, phone numbers, physical addresses, and probably more that I don't even know about yet. And here's the reality, I'm not special. I'm not a high-value target. I'm just a regular person who's been using the internet for years. Which means your results will probably look similar, maybe even worse. Now, finding out your data has been stolen is scary, but here's the good news. There are concrete steps you can take right now to protect yourself. First, for every account that showed up as breached, you need to change your password immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. And don't just change it to something similar. Make it completely different. Better yet, use a password manager to generate a random, unique password for each account. I use one myself now, and it's honestly one of the best security decisions I've ever made. Second, enable two-factor authentication everywhere it's available. Even if someone has your password from a breach, they won't be able to get into your account without that second factor, whether it's a text message code, an authenticator app, or a hardware key. This single step blocks the vast majority of account takeover attempts. Go through your important accounts right now: email, banking, social media, shopping sites, anything that has personal or financial information. Turn on two-factor authentication for all of them. Third, check your financial accounts for any suspicious activity. Look at your credit card statements, your bank accounts, any payment apps you use. If your information was in a breach, someone might already be trying to use it. Catching fraud early makes a massive difference in how much damage gets done. You should also consider placing a fraud alert on your credit reports or even doing a credit freeze. A fraud alert makes it harder for someone to open new accounts in your name, and a credit freeze locks down your credit entirely until you unfreeze it. Fourth, be extremely skeptical of phishing attempts from now on. If your email and other personal information are out there, scammers can craft very convincing fake emails that look like they're from companies you actually do business with. They'll use your real information to make it seem legitimate. Always verify before clicking links or providing information. When in doubt, go directly to the company's website by typing the URL yourself rather than clicking a link in an email. For long-term protection, you need to make this a habit. Set a reminder to check "Have I been pwned?" every 3 to 6 months. Sign up for a monitoring service if you can afford it. Keep your passwords unique and strong. Stay updated on major breaches in the news. The threat isn't going away, so your vigilance can't either. Look, discovering that my data was in 12 breaches was unsettling. But the worst thing I could do is nothing. And the same goes for you. Your data is almost certainly out there too, but now you know how to check and how to protect yourself going forward. Don't let this information just sit in your head. Actually take action today. Check your email on "Have I been pwned?", run a dark web scan, enable two-factor authentication, change those compromised passwords. Drop a comment below and let me know how many breaches you found. I'm genuinely curious if my 12 is average or if I'm actually on the lower end. And if you want to understand how these breaches happen in the first place, next week I'm doing a deep dive into one of the biggest hacks of the past year, breaking down exactly how the attackers got in and what it means for everyone affected. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.